in a puddle. Bruv, you are having a bubble.
Hello and welcome back to Dare to Zlatan, the Ultimate Team series where I'm aiming to score 500 goals with Zlatan Ibrahimovic on FIFA 14. Now the question on the screen is to win 50,000 coins, not 25,000 coins this episode, because no one got the answer right in the previous episode, which was guess the Arsenal score. People guessed the score but not the goal scorers, so I'm going to double the prize money for this episode. What is the best goal you've ever seen? Comment down below and I'm going to pick the best answer and you can win yourself 50,000 coins. It's as easy as that, guys. Check out FIFA Coin Stock for your Ultimate Team coin needs. Now Ibrahimovic has 82 goals in 44 appearances, as you can see on the screen. That includes rage quits and whatever, which is kind of annoying because it kind of ruins his record, but still it's decent, I guess. We're going to be building a new team. You'll be seeing that on the screen, but if we can reach 1,000 likes for this video, it'll be absolutely awesome. You can tell by the title we're going to be reaching 100 goals with Zlatan in this episode. But the team we're building, we do have Handanovic in goal, centre back ZLATAN, constant left back to link up with him. But in the previous episode I asked you guys for team suggestions. Now I want to thank every single person that went ahead and tweeted me teams. I didn't actually use any of the suggested teams, but don't worry, I've saved them all or favorited most of them in my Twitter account, and I'm going to look at them and make them in the future, and you'll win yourself 50,000 coins if I do pick that team. So keep them coming if you want me to use a certain team with Zlatan in the future. But this team is built around one player that was suggested quite a bit in the teams that were sent to me. Now he looks like a pretty amazing player. You're going to see him in a second. We got Guarin at CDM there, but this player, I've never used him. He's an inform, he's centre attacking mid. You're going to see him in a second. We got Ortega on the left, who's a 5-star skill in Colombian, so that's pretty awesome. But there he is, James Rodriguez. I think that's how you pronounce his first name. I'm not too sure because it's like in Spain they say David instead of David, like David Villa or David Silva. So feel free to correct me in the comments section down below if you think I pronounced his name wrong. But we jump into a game straight away against this nice little hybrid team. He's got Eder up front, who's an absolute monster in this game. I don't know if you've ever used him, but I've used him in a Liga Portuguesa team and he was phenomenal. Zlatan gets the game started off with a scrappy little header there to get the first goal of the game. In the 83rd of the episode we're going to be reaching 100, so stay tuned for that in this episode. It'll be right at the end. I know a few of you are probably just going to skip to the end now like cheeky fuckers, but my opponent is through again on goal to pick up his second and winning goal of the game. So it's 2-1 to him and we lose our first game with this new team. Now I get frustrated every time I lose a first game with a new team that I build. I usually just go ahead and sell it straight away. I don't know if that's just me or not. I know a few other people who do that as well, but to me, if I lose the first game with, you know, a new team, I'm thinking, well, this ain't going to be good for me. Maybe it's the formation, whatever. But we jump into another game anyway with Ibrahimovic, and he pretty much just runs through this guy's team, and he was actually on the mic raging. I think he was a Geordie. It's pretty hilarious. And he just had enough, as you can see. Rage quit again so early on in the game when Zlatan had 2 goals. You know Zlatan was going to score 4 or 5 goals in that game, and it's just unfortunate because that would have boosted his goal to game ratio. Anyway, the next team we come up against is a nice little Bundesliga team. He gets the lead again with a scrappy little header rebound. I just hate rebounds in FIFA. They're going to happen. They happen in real life. You just got to deal with it, I guess. We're going to be reaching 100 goals now. This little thing was suggested by quite a few people in the comment section of my videos. Every 100 goals, we go ahead and we go and upgrade Ibrahimovic's card. So now I've reached 100 goals. Well, I'm going to be reaching 100 goals. You're going to see that in this video. Do I upgrade to the inform Ibrahimovic, score another 100 goals, upgrade to the second inform, score another 100 goals, and upgrade to the team of the year to finish off the 500 target goals that we did set at the start of this series. So if you do want to see me upgrade Ibrahimovic, make sure you leave in a comment down below, or even better, drop a like, because that indicates how many people actually want to see that happen. Ibrahimovic scoring a nice little free kick there for the 88th goal of this video. As you can see, gets through again, scores again. Zlatan doing what Zlatan does best, obviously one-on-one again, and you know what happens, he gets his hat-trick of this game. Now this guy rage quits. He stopped playing for a while actually, so you're going to see the goal counter skip from 90 to 93 because I scored an extra cheeky 2 goals, you could say, with Zlatan in that game. So don't get worried when you see the counter go from 90 to 93 in a second. In the other clips when I score another goal with Ibrahimovic, it's because that guy stopped playing and I scored an extra 2 goals while he stopped playing. So Menez gets the game started off there with a goal, and you know, we go 1-0 up, but Ibrahimovic again just doing what he does best, left foot finish past the goalkeeper to pick up the 93rd goal of this episode. Only 7 more to go now and we're going to reach 100. He's through again, just in acres of space. This guy's defending was pretty shocking, to be honest. Doing a couple of skills, Moreno picking up the ball from Zlatan, passing it back, and obviously in the box Ibrahimovic is going to finish. Now I've been struggling with Zlatan in a couple of games games because he keeps hitting the bar. I feel like his shots are sometimes a bit too powerful in and around the box. I don't know if anyone else has had that problem, but he's through again on goal. 95th goal is now scored in this video. This guy is just an absolute monster in this game. I mean, he's definitely by far my favourite player in this game, alongside Ronaldinho. For obvious reasons, I'm just a complete fanboy of that guy, and I might in the future do a Ronaldinho version of this. I don't know, it's going to be really hard though because he's slow, but it would be a good challenge, I guess. That guy rage quits again. We've had so many in this episode, and this team you're going to see on the screen right now is a pretty nice team actually, and it belongs to a fellow Leeds United fan and a fellow YouTuber, Mr. Rossi 1990. His link will be down in the description if you want to go and check him out. Does some pretty awesome hybrid videos. But that was a lovely turn by Ibrahimovic, using the fake shot there. He's just too powerful for his defender right there, and he puts us 1-0 up, and that's how this game ended against Rossi. So good game, mate. We did come up against Rossi randomly, which was pretty awesome in a single match. It was a pretty close game. It could have went either way. I hit the bar a few times with ZLATAN, I do believe, and he also hit the post with Jesse Rodriguez, who's an absolutely awesome player for Real Madrid in real life and also in FIFA. The next game we come up against a nice 4-3-3 team. He's got Houghton in goal for some reason. He had an all Barclays Premier League team, right? Then he's got Houghton in goal. What is going on there? I do not understand what goes through people's heads sometimes, but that's a lovely little volley there for him to get the equalising goal. ZLATAN's on the run once again, doing a couple of skills, failing, doing a scoop turn, but unfortunately that shot didn't go in, but the rebound did, and that's a pretty dirty goal indeed. And yeah, I'm not proud of that goal. Moreno scored that, I think, but that game ended 2-1 to me. ZLATAN only scoring 1 goal in that game. Pretty disappointed, but the guy was a good opponent. I was taking the piss out of him for, you know, having Houghton in goal, but he was actually making some incredible saves on crappy little chemistry. Now we're going to be moving on to the final game of this episode. That's a pretty different team. You don't really see teams like that on FIFA too much, so fair play to him. Takes the lead with his player there. I think it was Son, the 5-star weak foot there, helping him out. He gets the second goal as well in the 72nd minute, and at this point I'm thinking, well, this is game over already, and maybe this is another loss with this team. Maybe it's time to change the team, but Ibrahimovic was having none of it. He pretty much runs through his whole defence, gets a bit lucky, but that's a lovely finish with the outside of his boot to get the 98th goal of this episode. Now I think you know what's going to come in a second. Ibrahimovic picks up the ball, goes past one, does a scoop turn, does a body feint, and what an absolute banging finish there to make the game 2-2. Now this game went to extra time. We pick up a free kick right at the last kick of the game, pretty much 119th minute. He takes the free kick, and yeah, pretty mad deflection, but what a way to get your 100th goal. And that is how this episode is going to end, guys. We do now have 100 goals in 11 episodes, I do believe. You can see the goal to game ratio on the screen right there. Played 52, scored 100. Not exactly the best goal to game ratio you're ever going to see, but it's pretty decent. I think, you know, nearly 2 goals per game, but that includes people rage quitting, me disconnecting from EA servers, EA just being pricks, disconnecting everyone. You know how it is, guys. But we're going to leave the episode here, guys. If you enjoyed it, please drop a like. And now that I've hit 100 goals with the man himself, do I upgrade to his inform card? Do let me know in the comments section, and I'll see you tomorrow with the next Dare to ZLATAN, guys. See you in a bit.